Hello, folks. My name is Earl Teets, founder of ProjectHealthyWealth.com, which is basically my own personal brand name as an online business coach who's worked in this industry, helping people on commissions for 28 years now. Had the privilege to work with some of the very best in the industry around the planet. And what I'm going to do today is share with you a short training that will show you the process to profits that most people miss in this industry. Why is that so important for you to understand? Let me share that with you because it's absolutely crucial. Okay. What do I mean by that? Well, there's a lot of people out there that are sold a kit when it comes to working from home. The only thing they know how to do is be sold a kit and invited to the next meeting. Would it surprise you that 90% of people who attempt to earn like that in our home business industry fail to do so? What you're going to learn today is the process to profits that the 10% who actually get paid practice. All about communication. So with that being said, we're going to step into our screen share and we are going to get started here with that. Screen share here and share. All right, folks. So here we are. The next step questions are so important for you to understand. Why is that? I got these sales statistics from my mentor, Max Steinbart. There's a picture of him right there. He's helped hundreds of home entrepreneurs to seven-figure earnings. What you need to understand when it comes to opportunity for improvement in life is there is a actual procedure that the subconscious mind walks through before a decision is made. 80% of all sales are made on the 5th to the 12th contact, presenting the information that helps a person to a solution to a problem that they're facing. So you need to understand that. 20% of sales occur on the 1st through the 4th contact. 2% of sales are made on the 1st contact. Only 2% of sales. So if you're an entrepreneur of any sort and you go out there on the first time and fail, did you start the wrong business? A lot of people think that, but most people don't realize that 98% of the time when you connect with a person for the first time, you are not going to connect to the point of sale. You're going to connect to the point of creating a desire for them to want more information. This is the process of communicating for profit that you need to be aware of. 3% of sales are made on the 2nd contact. 5% of sales are made on the 3rd contact. 10% of sales are made on the 4th contact. So if you want to be successful at closing the deal 80% of the time, are you willing to understand how to ask enough questions that will allow you to position information in front of that individual 5 to 12 times? So we're going to show you 7 questions here that open the mind for solution to problems that your clients are facing. So when you recognize the process of information impact, you can step into progress on a systematic approach. And that's what we're going to give you. And I do want to give credit to my personal social media and professional sales mentor, Max Steingart. Because of the coaching that I took from him, I built a really huge team back in 2016 around the globe of thousands of people who were earning a full-time living on part-time efforts. Today, the process I practice is even more simple because technology has advanced and opportunity has become more affordable. So It's an exciting time to be an entrepreneur. So, what am I going to share? Here are 7 questions designed to bring your prospects interest to want to see more information. These questions aren't designed to make them sign up right now. It's designed to take them to the next step. Always remember the difference between a person who takes a look and one who refuses to are the questions that they were asked. We're going to share 7 major questions that open the mind to see solutions. Human nature is to always head to a solution when it's understood to be real. All I'm going to do here is show you how to put the law of attraction in your favor rather than against you. How do we do that? We understand what people want. So let's take a look at that. What do people want? People want more time with their families. People want to feel better, and they want the ability to prosper financially. So, as you could show them a method to accomplishment that they believe are actions that they can actually practice, you do not have to convince them to take those actions. It now is a major desire for them to do so. You need to understand this process because once you embrace it, it can become extremely lucrative for you. Now, if you're explaining ingredients, comp plans, or success stories, you're not asking questions that helps them to see the advantage of what your offer has for them. Why is that? Because you don't understand the first thing about them. In old school terminology, you've now got the cart before the horse. Not going to go anywhere very successfully. So we're going to solve that problem. Understand, the first hidden objection with no words is often for them to see you explaining things. I'm going to repeat that. So understand that the first hidden objection that you're going to experience as an entrepreneur is that hidden objection with no words. It's often them watching you explain things. What does it do for your prospect as they ask you a question and you begin to do all the explaining? It confirms a negative response in the form of a thought. And we all understand through law of attraction, thoughts become things. What are the thoughts that it creates when you do all the explaining instead of letting a tool do that for you? The thoughts are, I don't want to learn how to explain that. I'm just not a salesperson. Oh, they're talking with me to make money off of me. And I can't do that to other people. So when they're truly seeking opportunity and you have it, asking the proper questions will always make them want it. Isn't that cool? This is why most experts tell you that the wrong thing won't be said while getting information with the solution in front of the person who is actually truly looking for opportunity. You see, folks, it's not the level of your product or company knowledge that attracts them to what you do. It is the conviction and belief that you display in the actions that you take. So always remember that. What do we know about our common sense opportunity? We know that we have a debt-free global company offering risk-free money-back guarantee solutions that is almost doubling in volume every single work quarter for the last 18 months. Its affordability brings retention to your competition lacks it. Let me explain that in layman's terms. If you look at network marketing opportunities that have anything to do with health and wellness, and you look at the largest producing companies, they also have the largest rates of attrition, meaning They signed up 10 people this month, and 3 months later, 9 of those 10 people are gone because they can't afford the monthly operation expenses that qualify them to earn the commissions that are necessary. So when you can eliminate that unaffordability out of the process and make it affordable, instead of the average $300 to $500 a month to qualify as a serious earner with skin in the game, you now have a process that runs you less than $60 a month in operation expenses. When you understand this advantage, it provides you comfort in the communication that you take with the people that you talk to. Okay? The confidence in the system you practice and belief in what the results will be with the proper actions taken, folks, that will become your bridge over troubled waters. Every year, the objections will be mentioned by those in fear who have purchased kits, but never been taught a process to profits. It's not like entrepreneurship's never been around, folks. There's always been a catch or a gimmick here and there. And when people can discover that what you have has no gimmicks, no gotchas, it's affordable and it's risk-free, hello, you start to open some eyes. It's time to learn the process. So if you recognize the decision-making process in the human mind has a pattern of 5 to 7 exposures to what makes the difference before a decision is made, it makes it simple. Having a strategy of asking questions to lead through those 5 to 7 times to a personal solution. Folks, this is not putting pressure on one. It becomes a process to help them to what they want faster. And once they identify that you're in their corner to help them get where they want to go faster, you really don't have to convince them to take the next move. Sometimes as they see a solution with reality to their individual needs, it could be the first exposure of what you shared with them, but the 5th to the 7th attempt to find what fits them immediately, and they join because they haven't seen anything that has more advantageous situations than what it is that you're showing them. But how did you get there to that point? It's important you recognize that you ask questions that lead to what they want, not the features or advantages of your company. And that personal touch, folks, is the glue that sealed the deal. So let's continue on. As they see that you are more excited to give them the next piece of information, rather than getting discouraged that they didn't sign up on the spot, you begin to draw them to what you're doing on a subconscious level. It's real important that you understand this, because it's not the height of your logic that leads to the multiplication of your team. It's the depth of your conviction. So we must recognize that timing is either there or it's not. As we separate our feelings and emotions from the decisions that they make, it's just like a server offering steak sauce and being told no. We really don't need therapy to get over it, do we? In fact, we know that every person has major changes in life every 90 days that could perfectly position the timing. Again, if today is not the day, it's okay. Later, things can be different. And if we ask the correct questions this time, later, they'll even be more eager to see what you had to offer last time. Isn't that exciting? There will be times every objection has been covered and all the information has been seen, and the new excuse not to start keeps coming up. Is there a solution to that when it takes place? Absolutely, as long as you've asked the right questions before the presentation has been delivered. That's the key. Because once you've identified that there truly is a need for what you have to offer them, it's just a matter of them discovering that need the way that you see it. You can't get them to see it the way you do without knowing what questions to ask to make that possible. And that's the process that we're showing you here. So when you've hit that position and you know without a shadow of a doubt that's where you're at, sometimes they're giving you these new objection after objection after objection, or excuse after excuse after excuse. You recognize everything is that they're looking for is with what you got. Now you let your confidence lead the way. You take it away from them. And if they don't reach back for it, truly, folks, the timing is not there. And when the timing is correct, the fact that you took it away from them makes them want it all the more. This is the little secret that can make you a lot of money in this industry. This displays your belief level to the point of, hey, we're going to the top of the mountain and we're offering you a seat. A person who truly is on the hunt for a way to the top will always take the seat. Procrastinators and system suckers on welfare will almost never take the seat. Are you going to run into people like that as an entrepreneur? Absolutely. How do we identify them? It's real simple. Their fear of risk is larger than their desire for solution. And you can never take that personal, because, folks, without personal development for that kind of individual, the rut for them, I promise you, will never change. Our daily method of operation now makes us sorters rather than sellers or convincing experts. We have a system in motion succeeding. We can help them or move on without them. It's strictly their choice. So before ever getting them in front of a presentation, we really do need to discover, what is it that they do? Why did they choose that? How is it working for them so far? What is it that they would like to see different in life? Okay. So as we understand the answers to those kind of questions from there, here are 7 questions that will make them want more information. Now, it's important that you're not trying to take shortcuts and just firing all 7 of these questions at them in a chat box or on the smartphone, just asking away these 7 questions, one right after another, hoping that the right question is going to make you $1 million. That's not why I'm sharing these 7 questions with you. If you understand what the person wants, what they've done to get there, and you can show them information that will show them how to get there faster, that is the whole idea of what we're talking about. It may take one of these questions, 2, 3, or 4 of them, could take all 7. But often it's usually just one question that displays that you know how to take them where they want to go. You have a system that works, that they could do comfortably. And once that is identified, stopping them is really hard to do. So how will that make them feel like all is there for them? As you ask one of the questions, the answers that they give you kind of lets you know that if you have a serious looker or if you have a time waster, these questions are here to benefit you as the person building your team. The answer every single time to whatever the question is that they come up with is very simple. You're going to love the information in our video that shows you the solution. What is the best time or what is the best number for us to text that video to? Okay. You need to recognize that this is going to be your go-to answer. Why? You don't want to see you don't want them to see you explaining what that video can explain. You want them to see that you have a very simple system that will help them. Most assuredly, they're so confident about what the system is that they see, they can't wait to take action with it. So the answer almost every single time when you ask one of these questions is going to be, oh, I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad you shared that with me. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to send you a video where people with the same problem you just discussed with me have gotten it solved. What is the best number I can text that to? Now you've got them in your system. Now you got them in front of a video. And once they watch that video, you're able to take the next step by getting them on a phone with a success call coach. Once they've seen us and the info, it helps tremendously to show them a success coach who is there to help them along the way. My job on a three-way call isn't to be the magic closer, come in and close the deal and talk them out of their money. My position as a coach is to show them that we can get them where they want to go faster than what they had originally planned. Risk-free money-back guarantee. And here's why it's advantageous to them. And once they see that and they recognize there's live human beings in their corner to help them when they get stuck, folks, they don't see that anywhere else, and they can't wait to embrace that process. So let's dive into these 7 questions now that we've got the gist of why we're asking them. The first one, how would it feel to know that you're in the right place to have a foundational income stream of money working for you while you are sleeping? My gosh, doesn't that question sound a lot better than, I get the best business opportunity in the world with the biggest gurus that have seen opportunity better than anybody else. And if you don't take a look right now, you're going to miss the opportunity of a lifetime. You see, this is more geared toward them and what they want. Wait a minute. You can show me how to put together a foundational income stream of money that's working for me while I'm sleeping? I got to see that. Great. I'm glad you do. I got a video to show you how people just like you are making that happen. What's the best number I can send that video to? Question number 2. Have you ever considered how much fun you could have in life by having a full-time income growing on part-time efforts? Oh my gosh, I've seen that stuff before. That stuff never works. There's always a catch. There's always a gimmick. There's always a gotcha somewhere. I didn't ask you about that kind of stuff. What I asked, has you considered how much fun it would be if all that stuff wasn't there? Oh yeah, I'd like to see that. Great. Let me send you a video. What's the best number I can text that video to? Question number 3. Again, as you're asking these questions, you're utilizing the question that you believe fits the person that you're communicating with the most from understanding where they are with what they have. Okay. So number 3, what 3 changes do you think would reduce your stress level in life the most now? Now they got to think about that. They tell you you're understanding from their heart what they really want out of life. Now, when you can show them how to get it, don't you think they're going to take the path? Of course they are. But it's your belief level in that path that's going to drive them to want to see it, not the knowledge of your comp plan ingredients or super gurus. Okay? So number 4 question that we understand here. Practicing what you do now, would those 3 things get changed over the next 6 months to a year? And yes, it's a loaded question. Most of the time, no. In fact, it's only going to get worse if I continue to do what I'm doing now. So we both understand that. What if I could show you a video where people just like you have figured out a way to get those 3 things changed within 6 months to a year? of a part-time commitment of about an hour to 2 hours a day. Would that be beneficial to you? Yes, it would. I'd love to see that. Great. Let me send you some information. What's the best number I can text that to? Okay. So, number 5, would you find more comfort explaining opportunity or letting a video relieve that pressure from you? I'm going to repeat that question. Would you find more comfort explaining opportunity or letting a video relieve that pressure from you? You're going to love what you see in our video. I can't wait to send it to you. What's the best number I can text that to? Number 6, if you saw a global system proven to profit that's practically doubling in volume every single work quarter, that's debt-free and affordable to operate with training included, wouldn't that be a benefit to create money with? They're going to say yes, of course. You're going to love the video I'm about to show you where exactly that has taken place. What's the best number I can send that video to? And of course, we're looking at number 7. When what you represent as an entrepreneur saves your clients monthly money, solves problems for them, and adds value to life, wouldn't that kind of business repeat month after month? Yeah, it sure would. I'm going to send you a video to show you how and why that's taken place for people just like you. What's the best number I can text that video to? So, folks, I hope that you've enjoyed this short training that we've had here. Remember, these questions aren't designed for you to just fire them off in order, one right after another, and make $1 million. They're designed for you to pick through based on the needs of the person you're communicating with that will pique their interest to want to take the next step in your process. We only have 3 steps. Identify the need, show the video, and introduce them to the success coach that helps them solve the problem. As they see there's a system that works with a money back guarantee and a process that's real with people in their corner, truly, if they've been praying for opportunity, you're going to win every time. You need to recognize what's happened in the network marketing world. There's a lot of companies out there that work in health and wellness, but the problem they have is the attrition level. Because their auto ships are $200, $300 to $500 a month for the serious person with skin in the game, 90% of the people by the 3rd month haven't even made that kind of money to replenish the money being spent, and they quit. So when you have a product that works with a money back guarantee at an affordable price, so that repeat business is there for you, that simply adds solutions to your marketing. And that's what we're all about here with our Common Sense Opportunity. My name is Earl Teets, the founder of ProjectHealthyWealth.com. It really is an honor and a blessing to help people turn their dreams into reality. We're going to stop this screen share. I want to congratulate you for taking some time to see some information that can make a difference. I highly suggest you get out a pen, you get out a notebook, and you take notes and watch this very video 5 to 7 times. And as you put this process into practice with complete confidence, you will enjoy the results of your dreams becoming a reality. God bless you and have an awesome day. I look forward to meeting you online, over the phone, or at one of our events. You realize this. God never made a mistake, and he made you. It's your turn to earn.